Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to today's recap webinar for October 11th, 2019. And it is Friday. Oh, what a day. The way it ended the week, just amazing. Today, um, the market was on steroids. I thought we were shooting to 30,000 today on the Dow. I mean, I was just like, okay, where do we just sign up? I mean, you might as well just buy 30,000 calls. I mean, it's just insane what's going on out there. And it's funny, all it takes is for a tweet or two, negotiations aren't going good, and then everything is just wiped right back out, you know? And we're such in a crazy market where everything is a headline, and I love it. I love it. Volatility creates opportunity. I mean, it's my slogan. I'm sure everybody's trying to copy it, but that's the truth. The more volatile, the more opportunity that we have. It was a joy to come into the chat today. I personally, as a day trader, love the market down 400 points a day. I mean, that's just I excel in that arena, and so because I love it so much, it's just a matter of time where all this starts to go, you know, crazy, and we start to pull the market thousands and thousands and thousands of points, and I will be ready, and everyone in the room that's been with me will be ready for it and be excited for it. But when the Dow's up 2, 3, 400 points, you have to be cautious in the sense that you are a headline away from it collapsing. So you got to watch your sizes. At the same token, you got to pay attention to your upgrades and analyst calls and downgrades. And let us not forget, next week it's on. And if you're in our room, you are gonna trade things that you've never traded in your life if you're in here. And next week it's on. Come Tuesday, starting Wednesday night, Netflix, and it is on. You are going to be busy till Christmas. I mean, you're going to make annual salaries. You are going to do things. You're going to break records. Hey, if you're not in here, you're just going to fucking mope around and wait for a text message, or a beep to buy you a stock that's already moved to $4, and then you buy it and it drops, and then you're back waiting for another beep. So. But isn't it interesting enough that Netflix starts on the 16th? Next Wednesday, it's when it all starts. But we already played it, believe it or not. We are done with Netflix. As I said many times in the webinars before this, as I told you over and over and over, I told you all to buy Netflix and take it to $280 to $285 a share and don't look back. And the stock was going to go there. And that's the way it was. And if you want to, remember I told you right here at this 250 mark, and 10 days ago, I begged you, I stomped on the ground, I warned you. This 255 down here, all right, when it hit right there, that was your buying opportunity right there. You had to just buy all the calls, all the contracts you could get, everything. Just load the boat because this was going to shoot to $280 a share before their earnings. And I made it very clear to everyone in the chat room. Okay, and look where it hit, 280 to 285. And you see this gap it filled? It filled that gap, and it filled that one too. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? Just filled those gaps right back up. Now, you can't do this into earnings now. You can't do that because two things are going to happen. Small pop to 300 or a sell-off back to 250 and under. It's one or the other. But why would you want to gamble? Why would you want to play that when you already had it? You had the opportunity. You literally got to play an earnings before the earnings. It's rare. It's rare, but you were given that opportunity. There's a couple go-to stocks that we do in our chat room that you're not familiar with, which is okay because you're in a shitty room. I give stocks like Res. This is a go-to stock. Whenever it falls below a certain number, I'm all over it. So the other day, 470 and under was the buying opportunity. Stock is now 505. If you bought 3,000 shares, you'd be up 30, 40 cents on a nothing stock. That's a joke. Another go-to stock is OSTK. I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker goes to $10, you buy the stock. You add at 9.50 and you wait. This is a headline stock. It headlines every couple days. These are freebies that I'm giving you. I know these stocks. Every time they pull, they pop, and they pop a point, point and a half. So if you have 1,000 shares, you'll make a minimum of $1,000. So watch the 10 and under, and add to the position if you're already in it, and just enjoy the ride. And it's quick. It's a nice, you have to wait maybe a day or two. I mean, it was just $12 the other day. But today the market really gave us opportunities. That's really what it did. It gave us opportunities to make money and to have fun and to enjoy. My favorite, the call of the day, goes to one stock. And I know there was hundreds, if not thousands, of stocks to play, from the Facebooks and the videos and all this other great stuff out there, and Amazons and the puts and the calls and all that stuff. But to me, as a day trader, the trade of the day was IAC. IAC put out an announcement this morning that they want to break off Match.com. What they do is they create, build companies. They're known for that, especially on the social media platforms. And once they build the company, they like to break it off and make it a separate entity. And it's really good for their investors because it also does free up capital, and they swap shares. It's a wonderful investment for shareholders. And then they take that money and then they do it again. They find another investment to make, and they will do it again and again and again. That's what makes them so rich and powerful. Well, today, IEC made an announcement. We want to break off from Match. We want Match to be independent from us instead of we being the parent company. And what I found interesting about that was this stock ran from 224 to $246. Now, if you know anything about day trading and you know this stock like the way we do, this was up way, way, way too much. It was way too much. I'm happy for you. But, and you're up on air. I mean, I'm talking 3,000 shares, and then another one here for 800 shares, and it's all thin. So you have a thickness down here of millions of shares, hundreds of thousands of shares at minimum, and you're up on maybe 20,000 share volume. Okay. There's no other place for it to go down. I mean, this shit was on. And if you were in our room, the spreads were horrific. 2-point spreads, but if you could have got it 246, 245, got into this pop, whatever, anything above the 240s, it was gone. I called for a 10-point pull to 12 points right at the open. And look at the timeline. Ding, 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 ding. It was gone. It went from 239 to 227. I said, what did I tell you? 10 to 12 points from the opening bell. You don't believe me? Look what I wrote. Talk about precision on this stock alone. He was our number 10 pick. It says it right there. This stock will pull 10 to 12 right at the open. No ands, ifs, or buts. It will pull 10 to 12 at the open. You don't believe me? Look. 239. What is 227 a share? I'm sorry, what is that? Isn't that 12 points? And then it stopped. And then I went long. Why did I go long? Because my platform didn't have shares. So I had to long it. And that was the trade. Beautiful trade. The next one we did was TWLO. I like this call today because it was long overdue. Stock's been hurt and beaten down for a while. This upgrade was, well needed, and I think it was. Let me see who it was. I tend to forget sometimes. TWO was an approval with RBC. They came out with a lot of. I mean, shit. Look at this shit. I'll show you. Somebody woke them the fuck up. Look at this. I'll show you right here. RBC. Look at this. They woke up with TDD, Roku, PFS, PFF, Volvo, and TWLO. Look at that. And that was a new one. They woke up today with a $135 price target. So for me, that was a slam dunk. That was like, close your eyes and just take the stock. But you have to go to our pre-market list. Got to look for our game plan. How do you play it? Well, the stock's I want you to short the open because the stock's gonna pull to $111. When it hits 111, long the stock. That was the call. Then just take it to 114, 115 or higher. Doesn't matter. You ready? Ding, 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 ding. Here's the gap up. Told you to short the stock. I even made it as a short idea. Pull it, slam it. There's 111. Missed it by 10 cents. 10 cents. Go long. Boom. You're 115 a share. Have a nice fucking day. See how easy that was? I make it look easy because I've been doing this for 16 years. Anybody else would go, well, what I did is I looked at the VWAP and then I EMA'd it and then I made the Campbell channel, and then you see how the 40 on the MA on the 6th MA was going to hit the MA on the 14th MA on the 19th MA. Oh my God, you must be a technical trader. Yeah, you must be one of these. If it hits here, it should go here. 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 Okay. I don't do that here. Okay, I'll just tell you exactly when to get in, when to get out. All right, that's it. Here's the bottom. Bam. You have a nice day. The next stock that we went after was a stock called Crowd. Now, Crowd had my attention today because good old Goldman Sachs. Oh, gotta love they're crazy over there. Gotta love them though. This one, I had to be smart. Okay, I had to go outside the box. Okay, now Goldman downgraded the stock to 66. All right, well the stock's sitting at 62 already and 60. So you're really not downgrading the stock. You know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of hard for you to understand. When I looked at that call this morning from Goldman, I went to a whole nother area of trading. I went beyond what I normally do, and I just thought I looked at that cut and I went, you're cutting it to 66, but I'm staring at the stock that's already at 62 and dipping down to 59. So, you know what I think? So I looked at that and I studied it and I studied it. It took me a few moments to gather my thoughts. How would AJ attack this stock? How would he do it? And I read the notes from the analyst. I agreed with him, but I also felt very I just looked at it and I said to myself, you know what's going to happen? It's going to hit 57.50 at the open. I want to start taking some long into 58s, run it to 57.50, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run it long, and I'll get right back to 60. That's how I looked at it, you know? But again, I'm 16 years day trader, you know? I do this for a living. This is my life. I bleed stocks. I don't bleed red. I bleed fucking green, okay? And so I had to put it in writing, of course, because, everything has to be done in writing, what to do to tell the traders. So I said, listen, on Crowd today, I would long and nibble. And nibble means like take a quarter position to an eighth. All right, take a small one to get started because the stock will pull to 57.50. You see this? We will see 57.50. And when we do, this motherfucker's going to 61 and it's done. You want to see how amazing this chat room is? Could you imagine just being in here and taking 100 shares? You'd be at $300-$400 on $6,000 account. You want to see it? You want to see how it worked? And if you had size, you'd be up 2,000-3,000 for the day. If he did 500 shares and he just went 500 shares. You want to see it? 600 shares. You want to see? I'll show it to you. Ding, 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 ding. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? All right? It's going to pull. If it snaps to 57.50, fucking long the motherfucking stock. And take that up to 61. 61 a share. That's what we do. Welcome to Awesome Calls. You want a bigger stock? I'll tell you what. How about I give you Roku? Now, Roku, oh my goodness. I think Citadel took a position. I couldn't find the news, but I heard that another investor took a position on that. And then RBC comes. Was it RBC? Who was it? I think it was RBC. Then they come out. Yeah, RBC comes out with a 155 price target. It was a nice, refreshing, different one because, we're typically Nomura and Needham are the ones that keep coming out with the price targets. But when you got RBC, I call that a double whammy. I mean, because you don't expect RBC coming out with a Roku 155. So now the stock's already gapping up 8 points this morning. So how does a professional day trader trade that stock? A real pro. All right. How does one do that? And so what I do is I looked at it and I analyzed it and I said to myself, you know what? I would short anything close to 125. 124.70, 124.80. If it goes to 125, just add, and then anything, because it was peaking at 124.90 in pre-market. I kept saying, hit that 125, just load the fuck up and give it a little bit of room to 127. Don't be afraid of it. All right? Excuse me one second. And so then from there, I looked at it and I said to myself, okay, then I wanted the stock to come down 5 points. I want it to come down to 5 points, which means that I'm telling you, I want 125 and I want it to come down to 120. When it hits 120, I wanted you to long the stock again. So I really want you to look how this was fully set up. Okay? Again, 125, 120, bottom curl, and go long. Okay? So here you go. Ding, 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 ding. Roku, short here. Now count the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done for the day. Bam! Bottom curl, go long. You see, when you're a professional day trader, what does that really mean? What does a professional day trader really mean? I mean, when somebody can call himself a professional, what is a professional? A professional's been in the business 10, 15 years, 20 years in the business, understands how a stock works, understands how a stock, you know, what areas of resistance, what investors like to do, how to look at the market, how will the market react, who the analyst is. A real true pro can analyze any stock, anytime, anywhere. That's why this room is so successful. Half the time, I'll have my 12, 15 ideas, and then I'll get thrown out. What about this one? Well, what about this one? Well, what about this one? And I have to answer the same way as if I'm looking at my own 12 ideas. And what I do in here to be this kind of accurate, I mean, look at Roku. 5 down, 4 up. That's 9. TWL, 3 down, 4 up. That's 7, 6 or 7. Okay. IEC, 12 more. I'm delivering opportunities of 40, 50, 60 points a day, minimum, almost 100 points a day to trade in here. This way, if you miss the move, you can still get the move. You want to see another one I did? I'll show you this one. Workday. Okay, now Workday, I kind of actually took a little small hit on it because I was so damn impatient with it. Gapping up, another upgrade call. But this market's on steroids, right? And so when I'm looking at this, I'm going, okay, I got a Workday upgrade from Goldman. So it's one of my top short ideas in the room. Now, Goldman's upping it to 233. That's very good for this stock. It's been long overdue. It's been kind of beaten down for a little bit. So I knew Workday was going to be a good play for us. But I made it the top short idea, or one of the short ideas, only because I really felt strongly that the stock would gap fill. I was looking for 176. Once I got that pull, I could get a bottom curl and then run it back up to 182. So any pop towards 180 to 182, which is 181, I want you to short the stock, take it down, gap fill it, 176. And you notice I was keeping it above a buck 80, 70 above where it closed. Well, this stock didn't want to come down to 176. If you look carefully, it wanted to come down to 1. It double bottom at 177.70. And I like it when it double bottoms because it's basically telling you, look, we're not going to go down, AJ. This is it. You can't. I want you to get your 176, but we're going to stop it here. This is too strong. We like it, and we're just going to build it back up. So if you look, here's the 181 short per my notes. Slap it down. So you scored 3.5, and now you just wait. Double bottom came in. You sit there and wait. You're patient. Break through the flag. Bam. Have a nice day. 183 a share. See how that worked? Isn't that beautiful? So, okay. And we already know about Netflix. It hit the 285 today. So I'll reiterate that tonight on today's chart, on the chart, to indicate that it was a 30-point play. And this was a true, full-on 30-point swing play called out at 255 a share. You know, I'm not even being a jerk and saying, well, I called 252, I called 252.30, I called 253.32. No, I said 255. I'm comfortable, long it, and walk it up. And I remember that day because the market was just, it just collapsed. It collapsed it all morning right there. It just pulled from 254 to 250s, and I watched that. I said, "That's it. That's bottom." And were we right? And I'll give you another one that we did today. Uh, let's see. We could do either shop or TDD. Let's see. Shop, we called for 325. No, 324, 325, and room to 335 today. Okay, let's do shop. Now, when the market's on steroids and you're capping up 300 points in the morning, uh, shop is in play. Okay, and it's a long range play, and you can have fun with it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's amazing. It's an easy trade. And don't look at it being expensive. Just take 50 shares and have fun. Well, and you can see on a daily, all right, the range that it gives you every single day. I mean, you go look at on a daily 317, 303. You see that? 302, 316. All right, 320, 309. You see the range? I mean, look at this day, 304 to 326. Traders, this is gold. When you could find a stock that can do that, come on. You got to enjoy it. Okay, so look, shop was gapping up, right? Here's the gap up. So I wanted a little bit of a push out of the gate. I wanted you to gap fill it down to $326 a share. You don't believe me? Look what I wrote. Bam, 326 a share, shop, right there. If it goes a little bit lower, the bottom's going to be 323, but 324, 325, 320, load up because I'm going to take the fucking stock to 335 today. I played this stock today live in the room 3 times, called each time, each entry, right? Look what happened. Ding, 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 ding. Right? There's your entry at 326. If you would have took 25, 30 shares, 40 shares, 50 shares with 15,000 buying power, if you had a $400 cash account, went to TradeNet, they gave you 6 times, oh, they gave you that 14,000 to work with, right? So you could buy 35 shares. I want you to look. You would have made 10 points in a matter of 30 minutes. You would have made $350 on a large cap stock. If you had 50, you would have had 500. 50 shares would have cost you 15 grand. You see that? And then it just faded off. If the market gaps down on Monday because tariff talks went to crap again, and we're looking at 316, I'm going to do a gap down, pull back, and then a smash up to 322, and then I'm going to fade it. You know, it's trades like this that you can come in, you can find them, upgrades, downgrades. I mean, think about it. We did Roku, Workday, TDD, Shop, Netflix, IAC, TWLO, Crowd. I mean, think about it. Let's see. TWLO, right? IEC, yes. Crowd, Roku, Workday, Shop, and Netflix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we did. Um, oh, and one last thing. Okay, so I have to do something for the chat room. So anyway, the webinar's done. So thank you very much. Palmer just reminded me I had to do something. So thank you for joining. Don't forget this Friday, this Sunday, I haven't done one of these in 18 months. So this Sunday is going to be my personal one-on-one. It's $4.99, and if you're a subscriber to the room, we give you back one full free month to the room. So it really costs you, I think it's like $2.99 by the time we give credits back and stuff. But if you haven't, it's the first time you're in the room or you sign up for a day, we'll give you your $25 back. Plus, we give you one full month free to the room, and you get to join me for the one-on-one. I am live. It is all, if you see my secret sauce moments, it is all secret sauce. It is just, who the heck am I and how do I do it? Okay. And I've had sometimes over 100 people at a time in the room. Should be a decent turnout. It doesn't really matter to me. I want you to learn. How many of you want to come in? It's there. So I give up my time on Sunday for 2 solid hours. And whenever I have another live one, plus you get the recorded sessions, plus you get all the past ones, this elevates your trading to another world. And the kids that left me to run their own rooms, they all took this course. I mean, this is a pro's pro trading course. Okay. So just want you to know that. All right. So, and that's it. So thank you so much. I look forward to trading with you on Monday. Starting Wednesday, it is on. Awesome Calls is going to be on fire, and we are just going to a next level of trading. And earnings is hit. It's in. Get ready. We're going to be busy till Christmas. All right. Hope to see you. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless.